Hello my loves, welcome to Week's Tarot Guidance. Welcome all of you that are new and all of you returning to this channel. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you are new here, and in case any of you are interested in booking personal tarot readings, all the information can be found down in the description box. You'll find my email, website over there as well. You can check out everything on my website and then book through my email or through the website. Also, if you're interested in more videos, do check out Patreon. It's also linked down below. Today we're going to be looking into a general tarot reading, and we're going to be asking, what do they perceive you as? How do they view you? What does your person think of you, basically? How do they perceive you / see you? So we have three groups to pick from over here. Group number one is going to be the Spellcasting Oracle. So this Oracle. And also group number one here is going to be the Amethyst crystal. Then for group number two here we have the Aqua Aura crystal. And for group number two we have the Divine Abundance Oracle. And for group number three we have the beautiful Carnelian crystal. And for group number three here, we have the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, right? So these are the three groups that you can pick from today. The timestamps are in the description box below this video. That's going to take you to your pile. You can pick for more than one person. You can pick for anyone, basically. This is not just intended for love connection or romantic connection. This can also be a reading about anyone you are interested or curious about, anyone you want to know sort of more about what's going on in their internal world. How do they perceive you, possibly? So you can also pick more than one group for more than one person, whatever you feel guided to. As always, follow your intuition, my dears, and I'll see you all in your chosen groups. And if you feel like you need a bit more time, pause the video, do your little magic, and I'll see you all in your groups. Hello, group number one, welcome. If you have picked the Amethyst crystal and the Spellcasting Tarot over here, this is going to be your reading. So let's see what wants to come through in regards to how do they view you, how do they perceive you. So let's see what wants to come through for you guys. So Spirit, please, for group number one, the Amethyst, please, how do they view them? How do they view them? So we have prosperity, beautiful. Already a very lucky person. You are lucky. Born on a lucky star. This person considers you to be very prosperous, in general very abundant in life. So let's see what else do they view you. We have well-being, and very lovely. So let's get just a couple of cards out, and then we're going to dive deeper into these messages. We have empowerment coming through. What I'm hearing is you also have a strong willpower. This person considers you to be a stubborn person. You do tend to trigger them with your stubbornness. You're not someone who just gets along with anything that they might put on. You definitely think for yourself. Yeah, like very, very empowered, a little bit stubborn, a little bit, you know, in your own way. Almost, you know, you like things done your way is what I'm getting here. So let's see what else Spirit wants to come through here. What else? Ooh, inspiration, beautiful. So you're also an incredibly inspiring person. What do we have on the bottom here? We have new beginnings. Okay, so this person sees like there are new beginnings happening for the two of you, and a certain closure coming in the future for this connection. We have, again, willpower coming through. So again, that powerful energy of just stubbornness. So yeah, what's going on here? How does this person view you? They see you as someone very abundant in life with prosperity. Overall, what is coming through here is that you are seen as a person who is financially secure, financially abundant, your person on your mind also thinks like you are abundant in other areas of your life. So emotionally, in terms of connection, in terms of people, in relationships, you feel like you are incredibly abundant here. With prosperity is what's coming through. You have resources is what is basically being shown with this card. You are a person who is blessed by life in general is what this person sees. I feel like they see a part of you. They don't necessarily see the whole story of you here, but they definitely sort of see just the positive dimension of your life, the things that are more externally present. They see you as someone who is very like cunning and resourceful as well, someone who knows how to utilize different resources. So it's not just that you are abundant with resources, it's also that you know how to use them to gain a certain good out of that, a certain object or a certain relation, for example, or a certain energetic exchange out of something as well there. What I mean by that is basically a certain relationship going really well, or striking up a good business relation, quote unquote, things like that is what's coming through. You are very much liked by people. This person is a little bit jealous of your people skills is what I'm tapping into here. They think you are very confident with well-being. This person also sees you as someone who likes to take time off to focus on themselves or to take care of themselves. You like to rest and you like to sort of recalibrate yourself. Here is what I'm picking up. They sometimes get annoyed by your willingness to not work hard or to just sort of take some time off to take care of yourself. There is a trigger there for this person. They definitely feel like they have to work all the time, like that is what life is about, for them. So they do get triggered a little bit by this energy is what I'm tapping into here. But also you like to follow your cycles is what this person overall sees. Like you are changing overall through different times. They feel like they're meeting a little bit of different people. Sometimes you are in this mood, sometimes you're in a bit of a different mood. It's not like this person doesn't like that. It's just like they are noticing that you sort of shift with the moods, shift with the weather a little bit, like there is an impact on that on you. It's just like a very perceptive quality that this person has of you here. But overall, yeah, you like to focus on your well-being. You like to pamper yourself. You like to take care of yourself. Possibly, go to sort of well-being or wellness centers, to massages or things like that. And with empowerment, you're seen as someone very confident in your abilities, someone who has no trouble being in the spotlight, someone who can take criticism really well as well. Someone who is very headstrong is what's coming through here. This person just, is not used to people saying no to them or people being in adversity to them. And you're definitely someone who sort of speaks your mind, maybe sometimes to the point of really surprising this person. They definitely feel like there is something here between the two of you. Doesn't necessarily have to be on a romantic scale, but there is definitely some energetic friction going on from their perspective is what I'm tapping into here with empowerment. And with inspiration, you inspire this person to create, to be better. You give them ideas, ways to look at things differently as well, which inspiration is what's coming through here. So very inspiring person. You're possibly also very, very creative in your line of work, whatever that is, even if you're just thinking about certain things, even if you're an engineer or whatever, you are very creative in that line of work. It doesn't just have to be the arts, for example. So new beginnings is on the bottom of the deck. This person feels like there's a new beginning coming for the two of you, but also a certain closure when it comes to this relationship. It feels like some a certain cycle is finishing up, it feels like, from Spirit, and a new cycle, a new beginning is opening up for the two of you, is what I'm getting with disclosure and new beginning. Possibly you're going to receive certain messages from this person, certain downloads or certain insights that are going to allow you to look at this situation between the two of you differently in a very near future, and that is going to usher in a new beginning, because as you're going to start to think about this connection differently, and your person is also going to be in the same way, so sort of going to mirror each other in this manner. So you're both going to start to think of the situation differently. You're going to gain new knowledge or new ideas, new insights about each other in the near future, which is going to shift this connection in a new way. You're still going to be connected to each other, is what I'm getting here, but in a little bit of a different manner. You're going to sort of uncover new things about each other, is what I'm picking up. So let's see what the tarot wants to say to us right now. We're going to use the Spirit Song Tarot by Paulina Faye here. So let's see what wants to come through for group number 1, Spirit. Okay, so 9 of Feathers, energy, perspective, and self-empowerment. The 9 of Feathers is basically the 9 of Swords energy. This person sees you as someone who is very protective of yourself. It definitely feels like you are suspicious of them a little bit. So they think of you as someone who is possibly a little suspicious of them, who doesn't trust easily. They see you as someone whose trust needs to be gained. But again, you have a great deal of perspective. You are someone who definitely thinks a lot, to the point of sometimes also overthinking certain things from this person's perspective, but also you're super self-empowered. Here is what Spirit is saying. This person does see you as someone who possibly, just overthinks, possibly sometimes has a bit of anxiety or has sort of that anxious manner of being. Even though you have a lot of good luck and a lot of prosperity, there's this sort of I want to say friction or a little bit of nervousness to you as well, is what I'm picking up here. Or maybe you're just nervous around them. So we have love coming through, Gemini energy, the Lover's card, love major arcana basically. So the Lover's card is coming through as the major arcana card here. We have choice and trust. This person feels like you are both very, very similar. They definitely see themselves in you in a way. Maybe a different them or a part of them that they haven't yet fully expressed or haven't allowed themselves to express yet. They feel love between the two of you, quite literally. This doesn't, again, necessarily have to be romantic love, but it definitely feels like it's the type of love that is bringing integration, that is bringing a sense of unity into this person's life. They feel how they see you, basically. Okay, so we're basically asking how they see you here. They see you as a person who is bringing them closer to themselves, allowing them to see themselves in different lights, allowing themselves to uncover new and different truths about themselves, to perceive and understand themselves in different ways here, and to make different choices with their life. They see you as someone who is almost like coming in with a little bit of a bell and is sort of shaking that, to shake them out of their habitual way of being, their comfort zone, quite literally, and sort of allow them to make new strides, new choices, to jump into new things, and to just see what life has to bring them overall here. They also see you as a very loving person, someone who is incredibly lovely, but also someone who is a little bit secretive. We have the Moon coming through, imagination and perception. This person sees you as a mysterious creature, someone who has a lot of wisdom, yet also someone who they don't fully understand, someone who is a little bit of a mystery to them, someone who is intriguing, interesting, someone who they can't read fully well, or can't read as well as they would want to. So this person is curious about you. They see you as a psychic person, I want to say here, or just someone whose intuition is incredibly strong, someone whose imagination is very strong, and someone who has, that ability to really think in the archetypal mythological way here with inspiration and with the moon. There is this ability to tap into certain collective archetypal energies and to bring that through by either creating something, by talking about it, or just being in that certain frequency, coming in a certain energetic pattern, let's say, just sort of behaving in a way that is presenting that energy through your behavior or through your actions, through your gestures, things like that. There's something interesting about you. This person sees like there is something going on here between the two of you that they can't quite understand, can't quite name, but it's definitely very interesting. It's something that is opening them up a great deal in life. With love and with the moon here, it's like it's a mysterious process that is going on inside of them with you here, and it's interesting to them. It's something that they feel like they still need to gain trust over, the process. They feel like they need to start trusting the process more, but overall they are enjoying themselves with you, even though sometimes they sort of get punched in the face with a certain trigger as well. So let's see what else here for group number 1, Spirit. So how do they see them? We have the King of Acorns coming through here, beautiful. The King of Wands energy. Very lovely, very inspiring energy, fire energy over here. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy coming through, optimism and innovation. So again, it's that ability to be your own boss. Again, that self-empowerment or empowerment energy is stepping outside here. You're possibly an entrepreneur or have an entrepreneurial spirit about you. You definitely feel like you're the type of person who would be a good leader, or who is very inspiring, who sort of inspires others to create with them, or inspires others to do something with them, like a project, or embark on a new road with them. You make people gather around you and follow you. There is just something about you that's incredibly inspiring to people in general, and people overall really like you and sort of flock to you from this person's perspective again. So I do want to point that out. This person sees you as someone who is very desirable in social circles, as someone who is overall really well liked, as someone who is very mature in your energy and how you conduct your passionate affairs. There is something incredibly passionate about you, but not passionate in the sense of you sort of immaturely going about your life and sort of being at the mercy of your passions. It's like you conduct this passionate affair, you play the passionate instrument, is what's coming through with the King of Acorns. You are the master of your passions, and you know how to direct them, and you direct them with this sense of self-empowerment and with confidence and with a lot of consciousness. It's like your passions are not acting upon you. You are acting through your passions to bring about something that you are wanting. So very self-empowering, confident way of coming into the world and sort of creating the life that you want to create. This sort of strength, fire, being able to transmute anything that you touch here. A great deal of self-awareness is present here as well. And that ability to just let things go, let things slide, like fire. Fire is always shifting, always moving. That type of energy is present here. You're always shifting, always moving, always a little bit different. There are new things coming up with you over and over again. And you have no problem really being shiftable and movable. Maybe that's also why there is this sort of abundance of resources to you, because you have no problem sort of shifting your way around a situation, being very mutable and accommodating to different energies, to different people. Very much a person who really gets along with everybody. You sort of shift your energy to accommodate others, is what I'm feeling here. but your person overall just sees you as someone who's very desirable in the social world. We have Gemini energy, not sure if I mentioned that. We have Pisces here with the moon, so also fire signs as said before. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. So let's see what else do we have here. We have the Emperor, so again Aries energy coming through, focus and stability. So very strong person, very strongly focused on your own life, on what you want to create. You are also someone who is quite controlled of themselves. So you have this beautiful way of expressing yourself, passion, inspiration, you know, you have it all, but you also have the ability to really control that energy, to focus that energy in a way that you want to, you know, to not allow it to come through in ways that you don't want to see, but to just allow it to come through in a very sort of stable way, to offer stability to others as well. With the Emperor, you like to take care of others, so there's a generosity aspect to you here, and a very good energy in terms of the masculine energies. You hoard so you hold beautiful masculine energy inside of you is what's coming through. We have the Shaman on the bottom of the deck with the Hierophant. Here we have divine wisdom and spiritual power. So yeah, again, coming back to the moon, that energy of being very psychically aware, being spiritually aware, being aware of the subtle realms, the more gentle energetic streams impacting the physical world. There is this higher awareness that you hold that is not visible immediately, but it comes out when this person spends more time with you, is what I'm tapping into here with the Shaman. You have the ability to really transmute things, as said before, to bring things about, to sort of channel things as well through your work, maybe through writing, art, or any other form of self-expression. And this can also just be walking down the street, you know. It's really just holding that frequency. It's about that sort of puts you in a special position, that makes people sort of notice you, that makes people sort of get closer to you, want to get closer to you, is what I'm tapping into here. You are very knowledgeable with the Shaman as well. You have a lot of wisdom. Possibly you're very well read as well, is what's coming through here with the Shaman energy. So let's see now what else we want to tap into. So I'm just going to get 3 cards from the Green Witch Oracle to see what wants to come through here. So group number 1, please, Spirit. Anything else to how do they view them? We have affection. This person holds a lot of affection for you. They find you to be lovely, a little bit like a cat, you know, very lovely, but also very much independent, someone who has a lot of self-love for them, but also really loves to take care of themselves. We have Sorel energy here. We have Taurus coming through again. So yeah, strong, lovely Taurus energy. Very grounded energy. Also, this person does see you as a very grounded person and someone with a great deal of abundance. So just, you know, saying this again, someone who is very adventurous, with Sagittarius being here as well. Someone who dives deep into themselves to figure things out. This person sees you as someone who really likes to act on your intuition a lot. Yeah. Like, you sometimes do unpredictable things due to your intuition, is what I'm tapping into here, and it triggers this person a little bit. So let's see. They see you as a bit of an unpredictable person with the moon here, but overall someone who's very, very lovely, whose attention is desirable always. So let's see what else, Spirit. Again, very abundant person, as said there, with prosperity. So let's see what else. We have energy. So energy and Virgo coming through here again. Water energy here. So we have 2 waters, 1 fire energy. Again, that sort of fluidity that is found in both water and fire, but in different ways. I feel like with your emotions, you're very, very fluid. With your moods and in your relationship, you can be a very fluid person. But when it comes to inspiration and sort of doing something, you are also very fluid, but in a different way. It's sort of a more more powerful. I don't want to say more powerful because it's just happening on different levels. Yeah, there's a different mode in which you approach, for example, your work or your projects and your relationships here, but in both you are very fluid, just in different ways, and it's hard to actually pin down in what ways. It's just very strong fluidity going on, changeable energy, accommodating things, welcoming things. You know, there's this welcoming of energy, saying yes to energy. There's not much resistance to you here as well, is what I'm picking up, and that's not what this person might pick up about you. It's just something that spirit wants to share to you or tell you, that you don't have that much resistance to things, or you're learning not to have that much resistance to things, and that makes you very prosperous, right? So you can flow into things and you can allow things to move through you. We have Virgo energy, so very hardworking as well. Your person sees you as someone who is successful with a lot of energy, someone who always has something going on for themselves, someone who is always brewing, quote unquote, something in their lives. So this is where I'm going to lead the end of this reading, my loves. Thank you so much for tapping in. It's been a pleasure tapping into this energy with you to see what wants to come through for you guys. So thank you so much for watching till the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share this video with someone that you love, as the YouTube mantra goes. Also, if you want to book personal tarot reading, all the information is down below in the description box. My website, my email is over there. Also, if you want more videos, do check out Patreon as well. The link is down below, and all the tiers that I offer on Patreon. You will find everything listed in the description box. If you have any questions, do let me know, and I'll see you all in the next video. Hope you have a beautiful day. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you have picked the Aqua Aura crystal over here, this is going to be your reading. And if you have picked the beautiful Divine Abundance Oracle, this is going to be your reading today. So let's tap into how do they view you? How does your person view you? What do they think of you at this time? So this can be about a romantic person, someone who is a love interest, or someone else. It is quite a general reading in that way. So let's see what wants to come through for group number 2. So how do they see them, please, Spirit? How do they see them at this time for group number 2, please? How do they view them? How do they view them? Energetic clearing, interesting. This person sees you as a witch doctor. Wow, that's an interesting thing. So let's see what else we can get here. But overall, what I'm getting here is a type of witch. It's a type of sorcerer, or someone who overall dives into more occult things, someone who practices magic, practices a certain spiritual awareness, someone who's very knowledgeable, but it doesn't necessarily connect to or adhere to just a specific religion, but someone who's overall very knowledgeable when it comes to different religions. So very Hierophant-like card here. You know, someone very knowledgeable, someone who holds a lot of wisdom, a lot of power, a lot of spiritual power as well. But yeah, someone who is quite a bit mysterious in that regard also. So let's see, Spirit, what else? For group number 2, we have inner power, beautiful. Great deal of inner power inside of you, even though you do feel like you're quite shy, sensitive. This person feels like you have a great deal of internal power. We have your path here showing up. Yeah, interesting. Individuality. So that was already felt a little bit with this energy of your path. So there's an interesting energy here. I'll just move this a little bit so we have a bit more space to sort of fill in one more card there, even though it's going to be a bit cramped. I feel like I want to get one more card over here for you guys. Okay, we have change, right? And on the bottom of the deck, we have trust. Yeah, this person does see you as someone very trustworthy, someone who they can tell a lot of things to, someone who is not going to betray them, someone who is going to be there for them and is sort of going to hold the energy with them as well. So they definitely think like you're incredibly trustworthy. You're one of those people they can tell their secrets to. But this also does feel a lot like this person feels like you are the person who they come to for guidance or who they come to for support. You know, you are able to really hold a lot of difficult energy, and you definitely help transmute a lot of this heavy energy. You're possibly an empath or a counselor in a certain way. Maybe that's sort of an archetypal structure of your being currently, or at least in regards to this person, that is how you are coming across. Almost like this person sees you like a bit of a therapist in their own lives. Someone who has a lot of stability, someone who has a lot of inner power. You have, from this person's perspective, a very strong, stable ground. You are very grounded as a person. You are someone who they don't see as a very anxious person, but someone very stable, very confident, someone who really focuses a lot on their own work, on themselves, on building up their status, building up their own business, or building up their own projects. You are very dedicated towards what you want to bring into this world. You're very dedicated to your work in general, with this your path. There is just something about you really focusing on what you want to build. And I mean, that can be really anything. This doesn't have to be your job necessarily. It can be a hobby, or it can be a way of being as well. But there is just something very focused about you with your path here. And I'm just tapping into some of you being like, no, but I spend so much time on Instagram, sort of scrolling through reels and being like on YouTube and looking at shorts, and sort of, you know, my focus is all scattered up and mushed up overall. And you might perceive yourself like that, but this person is looking at you from the outside and they're seeing this more deeper, focused version of you. The reels and all the things on, you know, social media, TikTok, whatever, they're just little distractions that you put yourself through, is what I'm getting here. It's not who you truly are, and this person can pinpoint something deeper inside of you here. It's something that they probably wouldn't know how to put words to even. It just feels like you're a very, very focused, very dedicated person, but dedicated to your own work, to what you want to create in your life. And again, that can be whatever. That can be more joy, but you're very dedicated. You're very sort of single-minded, single-focused when it comes to really bringing about something that you really, really care about and that you're really, really passionate about. Huge confidence, self-esteem here, also individuality. This person sees you as someone who likes to do things on their own, or someone who overall just likes to be by themselves, someone who does connect to others and do things with others, but overall is quite a solitary person. A little bit of a lone wolf energy is what I'm tapping into here with this individuality. Very trustworthy, someone who they can go for help or for wisdom or for insight. Sometimes with this energy, I'm just really tapping into a witch doctor with this. It's a Kali energy, but it's like, you know, it's like that witch doctor or a sorcerer you go to and they like shift things for you. It's that type of energy. Or also a healer, or a witch, you know, a healer, a witch in older days, in the Middle Ages type of energy. That's something that you do hold inside of yourself very powerfully. You're also very, very abundant. With the change energy is what's coming through here. This person sees you as someone who really has a lot of things at your disposal, a lot of different resources to bring things about in your life. They see you as a very prosperous person, but also someone who is always sort of shifting always changing, always working towards something else. There is always something new with you to see, to discover. Maybe even in your appearance with change here, there is something. Oh, there's always something new about you. Maybe a different hair color. You know, maybe you like to change your hair color. Maybe you like to change the way that you dress. Things like that. But yeah, there is also, you know, an energetic surgeon type of energy to you, where you can really pinpoint different problems or different circumstances and share that, and through that bring a lot of healing and shifting of energy in whatever way that you are, you know, doing this in your own individual way. Some of you have a more light-hearted, pure inner child like of shifting things. Some of you have a more sort of hardcore, you know, we're just going to take that and we're going to shift it type of energy, you know, just really to the point, very direct. Some of you are more subtle. So it's going to depend on you guys, you know, what you are like, what your approach is personally. But overall, the message is the same here, that your person sees you as someone who has a very strong ability to shift certain instances, shift certain things, and bring in change, bring in clearing of energy. Possibly you use shamanic tools or work with shamanic tools here. So let's see. Also crystal work, Palo Santo, sage, things like that are coming through here. So let's see. Spirit, what else wants to come through? How do they view them? How do they view group number 2? 9 of Acorns, power and perseverance. So the 9 of fire energy is present here. Very powerful energy. You have this very focused manner of being. You have a very powerful manner of being to you. You don't stand down ever. There is a certain stubbornness, I'm going to stand my ground type of energy to you. Your person really respects that, but sometimes I feel like they also get a little bit spooked by that. Strong perseverance, endurance energy, a little bit bossy occasionally as well. With the 9 of fire here, we have the star coming through. So with the star, it's beautiful Aquarius energy. There is a lot of blessings in your life. This person perceives you as someone with a lot of blessings, someone who is optimistic, someone who is hopeful in their life, someone who has a very peaceful manner of being, someone who heals others as they go along. So there's just something very healing about this energy, although sometimes also a little bit scary when you are in a more sort of direct mood here. But yeah, you're a very peaceful person, very healing, very accepting of things in general. If you heard a noise, that's just my phone. But also you are different from other people. With Aquarius energy here, you're very individual. You are very authentic to who you are. You don't mind being different, or just you are different just because you have to be. You have to sort of shine your light in a different way. You thrive through being authentic, or just you cannot be anything but authentic. Here is what this is telling me. You are very, very true to who you are. Definitely speak the truth, even though people sometimes don't like hearing it. Yeah, but like very self-confident, but also truthful, honest, and through that, your person knows that they can trust you to also give them the right information about themselves and about the situation, even though they sometimes are afraid to come to you for advice, let's say. So let's see. Very lovely person, but also hardcore person. We have Chariot, the energy of Cancer coming through now. So discipline and determination. You have a lot of willpower to go after and get your needs met or get your manifestations, whatever that is, whether you want ice cream or whether you want something else like a degree or a certain job or a certain shift in your own life that's a little bit on a bigger scale, you definitely go after it. So you're the type of person who is also very disciplined from this person's perception of you. So again, you might not see yourself as that. You might not think of yourself as a disciplined person, but this person that you were asking about here in this reading definitely sees you as a disciplined person, as someone who has a lot of self-control, someone who is also sort of very good with their time, so their timekeeping energy. And again, I'm tapping into all of you being like, lol, you know, laughing my ass off. That's so not me. But yeah, this person from the outside, they definitely see you as that person, or they possibly wish you were that person. Very determined, very much standing your ground, very sort of immovable when you get a certain vision. You have a lot of willpower here. Not sure if I mentioned that before, but also have a way of viewing your project from a distance while also pursuing it. So there's this sort of higher knowledge of your projects when you're going along with them. Sort of you have this higher stability and a higher perception, a sort of detached perception sometimes, which offers you or just gives you a clearer manner or a clearer way of looking at your progress, of looking at your goals here. You're not very hard on yourself, but at the same time, you definitely hold yourself to a very high standard is what I'm tapping into here. So they think of you as someone who's also quite perfectionistic, someone who doesn't take to fools lightly, or someone who doesn't like beating around the bush. You're very direct, you know, when it comes to things, when it comes to figuring stuff out. You like to be very direct. We have the page of crystals coming through next. So this is the page of pentacles, or the page of earth. We have ideas and discipline. Again, discipline coming through. I'm really wanting to be stable here. So you're a stable person, someone who gets new things done all the time, someone who has new projects brewing inside of their mind all the time, someone who has new ideas brewing, but also someone who brings those things to completion. So not just someone who's going to, you know, brainstorm and dump out a ton of little ideas and be like this and this and this and this, and then never get anything done. You're the type of person who has like maybe 5 major ideas or 3 major ideas at a time, and then you work interchangeably on these and you get them done. You know, that discipline, that sort of encouragement, that determination, perseverance is strong with you. Also very cunning, good at utilizing different resources, different people, sort of getting different things done through that. You are definitely quite cunning. So we have the Emperor coming through. Again, this one came through in group number 1 as well. So Emperor, Aries energy, focus and stability is coming through here. So yeah, your person sees you as someone very, very controlled, someone who likes to have fun, but also, you know, you get shit done, you get stuff done. There is this strength to you, you know, a good leader ability as well. Someone who doesn't take fools again lightly, someone who is very responsible, very rational, someone who could lead people, but possibly chooses not to. You know, you're the type of person here who could lead others because you have that skill set, but also because you don't necessarily want to lead others. That would make you a good leader. This person thinks of you as a good leader. The 4 of Acorns is on the bottom of the deck, comfort and community energy. So the 4 of Acorns is the 4 of Wands energy. This person thinks of you as someone who really loves community, loves people, or just likes to be around people. Someone who likes comfort, but also someone who likes to be around people, to thrive in different ideas. Even though, you know, you are quite individualistic and on your own, you do like to be in groups occasionally to shoot through different ideas. It's not like you are uncomfortable in groups is what I'm getting here. It's not like you are shy. It's just like you like to work on your own is what I'm getting. You like to work in stability and in silence and working on your project where you can really focus on things and have this sort of strong focus and stability with the Emperor. But also, you know, you like to get along with people, get drinks, and you're quite a sociable person here as well. So yeah, that's what's coming through here. And do want to just quickly repeat the signs before we move on. So we have Aries here, we have the earth signs with the page of crystals energy. So here we have Capricorn, Virgo, and also Taurus energy, Cancer energy, and Aquarius energy coming through with these lovely cards. So let's see what else wants to come through here. You're very grounded overall. I'm sure I mentioned that before in this reading, but I just wanted to repeat it again because it's again coming through. Let's see what else. Gratitude, Gemini energy, pink rose. This person is very grateful to you, very grateful for the conversations that they have had with you, especially with this air sign here that sort of values communication and the sharing of ideas. This person thinks you are very, very intelligent and you have very good ideas, and they really love talking to you and sort of shifting back and forth, sharing different ideas, sharing different perceptions or understandings of certain issues. This person loves to have a debate with you as well. They're very, very grateful for your mind, but also very grateful for your presence, grateful for your words, grateful for your wisdom. Gorgeous. And we have transition, interesting, cauliflower energy, Cancer energy. This person thinks of you as someone who is currently transitioning to something else, like you are moving towards something else at this time. Maybe energetically you have shifted yourself a little bit when it comes to this person, or maybe your relationship shifted a little bit recently, but there's just some changes are going on with you. Here is what your person is tapping into. They don't necessarily know what exactly is happening with you, but they see like you're growing in new ways and in new directions, and they are interested to see where this is going to lead. But overall, they're still connected to you. They still feel like there is a connection between the two of you, but they just see like you're growing in different ways at this time, and they're just waiting for you to sort of be open to connecting with them again. There's a comforting energy around you always. Is what wants to come through also with the Cancer energy. It makes me think of nourishment. It makes me think of home. It makes me think of warm baked goods and little cookies baking in the oven, things like that. You know, this sort of very warm home, you know, that you come to when it's winter outside and it's warm inside, and there's this love and abundance. It's just that type of energy, you know, that's warmth of home. And that's what this person considers you to be to them on some level. Also a little bit scary occasionally, but overall, very warm and nourishing person. Let's see what else. Spirit, one more card here. Thank you. We have continuance. Yeah, this relationship, this connection is not going anywhere. Even if, you know, you are in a bit of a separation period right now, or not contacting each other so strongly as you did before, there is still continuance here. This person definitely feels like this connection is continuing. This is still growing. There's a beautiful divine feminine energy that is at play in your connection. So a lot of sort of flow, a lot of listening, a lot of kindness, a lot of nourishment here between the two of you. We have Capricorn energy. This person wants to see you succeed and wants to help you work on your success, or wants to help you gain certain status as well. There's a certain energy here of wanting to have your back is what I'm getting. So yeah, that's overall what I'm feeling into here for you, my lovely group number 2. Thank you so much for tapping in, for sharing your energy. It's been an absolute pleasure connecting with you all. I do want to point out the numbers here because we have 361126 here, so it might be important to someone. I just wanted to point that out. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing your energy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share this video with someone that you love. And if you want personal tarot readings, all the information can be found on my website, and also my email is listed down below. Make sure to contact me if you want a personal tarot reading, and also any other services. You know, it's all listed on my website. Make sure to check that out before as well. Sending you so much love. If you want more videos, check out Patreon, and I'll see you all very, very soon in the next one. Hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste and bye. Hello, group number 3, welcome. If you have picked this beautiful Carnelian stone, this is going to be a reading. And also, if you have picked the deck Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, this is your reading today for how do they view you, how do they perceive you at this time. This can be about any person in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection or a love connection. So let's see what wants to come through for you. So group number 3, please, Spirit, the Carnelian stone. So how do they view them at this time? The person on group number 3's mind, how do they view group number 3? Right, so we have here the Dream Walker, beautiful. You also have the Chess Queen. Oh my gosh, you are a powerhouse. Beautiful energy. So powerful in the astral realm, let's say, the more subtle realms, powerful in the physical realms, powerful everywhere. So let's see what else. The web weaver, even more of that intuitive power here. What do we have here? The hungry ghosts energies, interesting. One more card, the arrow master. Okay, so how do they view you? We have the dream walker, dreams, the collective good and illusions. Your person sees you as someone who is very good when it comes to subtle energy work. They would not call it like that, definitely, but they see you as someone who has possibly the ability to lucid dream or astral travel, things like that. They definitely see you as someone who is very psychically attuned to different collective energies as well, or to different individual energies. Someone who has certain psychic powers as well, someone who has a very strong intuition overall. But also we have the chess queen here, so it's not just that energy, it's also that you are super powerful in the physical world as well. You are a master of working around the physical world, knowing how to conduct yourself, especially in more I want to say organized institutions and things like that, you know, where people with a lot of status come in, where things are really like high stakes, maybe law firms and things like that, sort of lawful institutions are coming through here, definitely. So you are a very trustworthy person is what I'm getting here, but someone who is also very rational, someone who can work through the heart but also put their heart aside and decide with their own mind, someone who is very good at strategizing, possibly good at puzzle games or solving things in their life as well, sort of things that involve a lot of mental effort and a lot of rational mental power is what I'm tapping into here. We have the web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. So this person again sees you as a powerhouse, someone who is incredibly powerful here. That's interesting. Like you are seen as someone very empowered, very determined, but also very gentle with the way that you yield your power, but overall incredibly powerful. I don't know why, just this person overall, they see you as a very powerful person, as someone who has the ability to bring about anything that they are wanting. Quite literally, you are powerful, you wish it, you get it type of energy is what I'm tapping into here. We have the hungry ghosts coming through here as well. So we have obsession, scarcity, consciousness, and attachment. This person also does see you as someone who is very I want to say very sort of stubborn in regards to certain things. You sort of attach to things very strongly, and that is one reason why things do manifest for you rather quickly, because you sort of have this sort of single-minded, strong vision towards certain things. And we do have here hitting the mark, or the arrow master, hitting the mark, intention, detachment. You have this ability to sort of aim straight and go for it and sort of shoot your arrow and catch whatever you are aiming for. If you're aiming for the stars, you're going to land among the stars type of energy. You're someone who shoots very straight, someone who has very clear intentions for what they are wanting, someone who gets that, someone who doesn't really you know, have that strong indecision about themselves, someone who's sort of just very decisive and gets stuff done. But someone who is, you know, sometimes a little bit obsessed with those things as well, sort of very single-minded focus. It is an incredibly powerful strength is what I'm getting here, but also sometimes it works, let's say, against you, quote unquote. Doesn't really work against you, but your person does see like you are very focused sometimes, which takes away from, you know, you being able to be focused on other things. We have the resting tree here, patience and stillness. You're also very patient with yourself, patient with people, patient with things bearing fruit. This is a strong manifestational pile, like you are a master manifester type of energy is what's coming through this group. So very good in the physical, very powerful, but also someone who has that ability to detach and allow things to work out in their own favor. So strong ability to attach to certain thing that you want, but also the ability to detach from the process and allow things to happen for you. Very strong intuition, almost like a magical ability to connect to energies here. Also that sort of strong way of coming forward in the physical world. You have a certain strong stability to you. You're very grounded in the physical world is what I'm getting here, but also grounded in the astral realms and in more subtle realms. So there is this beautiful sort of flow or oscillation that happens with you between both of those realms. Also, what else did I want to say here? Yo. Oh my gosh, yo. So I remembered the divine masculine energy is strongly coming through here, just in terms of focus, being able to like really be singularly strongly focused on one thing and sort of bringing that about with a ton of like, I want to say pressure, but a ton of like insertion of energy, like a lot of powerful focus going into something. That arrow, you know, that metaphor or just that idea of the arrow shooting towards something, that's a very masculine energy, where the feminine is more like accepting, allowing things to come. And in the dream world you are more like that, but also you have this ability to shoot straight and aim for something and get it done or get it manifested or bring it into your life. You're a very no bullshit type of person is what this person thinks of you. Someone they can just sort of, you know, just play around with. I'm getting you are definitely very honest, truthful, determined, have no capacity for what I'm tapping into is that energy of people not being able to decide. So indecisive energy, or people being like, yeah, maybe this, maybe that. It feels like you just have no patience for that, even though usually you are quite patient with things. When it comes to people not really knowing what they want, you're like, oh my gosh, so just decide already. You know, you get very passionate about that. You know what you want and you go after it is what I'm getting here. Again, the power to bring about your destiny, to bring about what you want to have in your life, the life that you want to live. So let's see what else wants to come through here. So we're using the Spirit Song Tarot here. So Spirit for group number 3. All right, we have the 10 of Acorns energy, responsibility and dedication. The 10 of Acorns is the 10 of Wands energy. Your person sees you as someone who holds a lot of pressure, or someone who just has a lot of pressure on themselves throughout the day. Maybe your job or maybe your work requires you to be in very high pressure environments where you really need to be your top game all the time. With the responsibility, you hold a lot of responsibility as well in these positions in your life. Overall, you hold a lot of responsibility. This can also be in your personal life, but also in your work environment. You're also just incredibly dedicated to the things that you do. You put a lot of effort into things that you do overall. Very, very still, very dedicated, very focused towards your mission, basically, or towards your projects. Beautiful. So let's see what else wants to come through here. Spirit, we have the Hermit. So you do like to detach, you do like to do things on your own here. We have contemplation and wisdom. You're someone who is always thinking about ways to improve yourself or ways to improve your relationships or people around you, ways to differently approach things to get things moving in a much easier and more fluid manner. You think about life a lot, contemplate a lot. You have a quite a philosophical mind. You're very wise for your age as well. I feel like people might call you an old soul, and this person does feel like there's something old, something stable within you, almost like an oak tree, very grounded energy coming from you here. You're someone who might meditate, so this person might feel like you're the type of person who meditates or reads spiritual books, spiritual content, maybe does magic, the spells, or just connects with the earth in a specific manner. You're definitely a very contemplative, soul-searching person, someone who thinks a lot about themselves, about consciousness in general here as well. Someone who likes to do self-exploring and likes to dive deeper into themselves, which I do feel like is accurate for you to find yourself here in this tarot reading. You do need to have these qualities. So on that note, I feel like your person is super accurate. So let's see Virgo energy here with the Hermit coming through. Again, that energy of really holding yourself up to a certain standard is also present here. Yeah, expecting the best of yourself is also very present here. This person might think of you as someone who really values hard work, who also values progress, who values a certain dedication to their craft and improving themselves within that craft. The Eight of Crystals is coming through here next. So this is the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Earth energy. This is again coming through with dedication and progress. So this one definitely just talks about dedicating yourself to that hard work, you know, dedicating yourself to the vision of being the best in your field or being an expert in what you do, really dedicating yourself to what you do, to what your project is, to your work or whatever it is that you're doing. You're someone who likes to progress and be the best always, who likes to sort of be an expert in your field. In general, you're very dedicated again to what you do. So there's this passion here with the Ten of Acorns, but there's also this stability and working slowly towards getting something done or getting better slowly. There's that patience again that comes with that, and stillness in working slowly towards something, getting better slowly, being disciplined, being focused, being driven towards getting yourself to a specific point where you are satisfied with your work. Again, that sort of strong perfectionistic energy is present here. We have transformation, beautiful. So the Death card, transition and liberation. This person sees you as someone who is always shifting, always moving, always a little bit different, always working on themselves. You're always improving, always contemplating, always exploring yourself, and always coming through with different ways of looking at yourself, looking at the world, or looking at your relationships. You always work on yourself in one or the other way. You're very much someone who values freedom, is what I'm getting here as well. The ability to choose your own destiny and freedom. What I'm getting here also is you don't take fools lightly. So there's this sort of, I don't know, I'm just getting this very hardcore, powerful person energy who doesn't like things to be undecided, you know, and doesn't like to be around people who are indecisive. So there's a little bit of a bossiness to you as well, liking things to be decided, but also liking people to have the clarity to know what they are wanting. You know, that sort of powerful mind. You also expect that from others, is what I'm getting here. Scorpio energy coming through with transformation. Yeah, like you're going through your shifts often. You go through a lot of shifts, a lot of processes throughout your life. I feel like this person feels like there's a ton of pressure on you as well for some reason. So maybe you know why this person feels like that. They do feel like there's a lot of pressure you put upon yourself in terms of like being spiritually good, not just spiritually good, but coming through in a sort of spiritual setting, or having this sort of view of life and upholding that certain view of life, sort of staying in a certain state where you can practice a sense of freedom and staying in your authenticity all the time. And there's a certain pressure you put upon yourself in regards to that. So I hope this is kind of clear, is where I'm getting to. Yeah, you're interested in taking the chains off yourself and chains off the people around you, is what I'm getting here, but also very dedicated. So there's some chains that you consciously put upon yourself, and some chains that you don't want at all to be present with you because you haven't consciously chosen that, and then you like to just transform, shake that off yourself. Again, sort of very powerful sort of fighter energy, warrior type of energy is what I'm tapping into, that type of person. So let's see what else, Spirit. The 9 of Acorns. So even more of that powerful transformative fire energy is coming through here. Power and perseverance. Very dedicated, very focused. Quite an independent energy is what's coming through here as well. But very focused on your vision. Very focused on where you want to pounce, quote unquote. So let's see one last card, Spirit, please, here for group number 3. Thank you. So we have here the 6 of Shells. Beautiful. So there's also this emotional component to you that your person really, really enjoys. We have the 6 of Cups here. So sentiment and joy. You're very sentimental, very deeply connected to the people in your life, possibly connected deeply to your family as well, or at least from this person's perception, you are deeply, deeply in tune with your own family, and possibly also deeply influenced by the people around you, the people in your group, the people who you value and who value you. There's this love, strong love that you have, and strong comfort that you feel with the people that are around you, the people who you consider to be your family. And it doesn't have to be your blood family, it can also be the family that you choose in this lifetime. And here we have the 5 of Feathers. The 5 of Feathers is actually the 5 of Swords. So we have strategy and resilience here. A very strategizing person, again, strategy coming through the second time, and also that resilience is deeply present in you. You also do have a lot of conflicting qualities, is what this is telling me. So your person here considers you to be a bit of an enigma, like they don't fully understand you, but they're also finding you to be incredibly determined and interesting. They might be even a little bit afraid of you at certain times, especially when you're in a more focused, no bullshit type of energy. But they also find you to be incredibly lovely to connect to, incredibly lovely to talk to. You're a very professional person as well, is what's coming through here from this person's perspective of you. Right, so let's see what else wants to come through. So let's just look into what cards want to show up with the Green Witch Oracle here. So for group number 3, please, how do they view them? Spirit, how do they view them at this time? How do they see them? We have trust. Again, trustworthy person, Basil. Scorpio energy. You see beyond people. This person sees you as someone who is very honest, but also someone who is quite psychic, in the sense of you see through people, you see their weaknesses, or at least this person maybe has possibly doesn't have such a high self-esteem, and possibly they feel like you see into all of their weaknesses, or all of their imperfections, maybe, is what I'm getting here. But yeah, you have this sort of X-ray vision where you really can tap into a person very, very powerfully. But also you're very trusting, very trustworthy here. Yeah, like someone who this person can tell secrets to. They definitely find you to be someone who they can trust in. Someone who delivers. We have attraction, Pansy, Libra energy. So yeah, this person considers you to be super attractive, maybe just in terms of how you look. Maybe they like the way you look. They feel like you have very attractive features. especially, if this is someone who you consider a friend, or you are already platonic, or just overall, if this is a family member, they consider you to be very beautiful or handsome overall. Maybe they like your physical features and they just think like you are very pretty. But also, if this is someone who you feel like there could be a love interest involved, or this could be a romantic component as well to your connection. If you feel like that is the case, then this card does represent that there is a romantic attraction here as well. This person might have a bit of a crush on you here. They're very much drawn to you. They find you very beautiful, very attractive. They want to get closer to you, get to know you better as well. They find you very magnetic, and also they find themselves to be often seduced by you a little bit. This person thinks about you a great deal as well, with that attraction card coming through. Very drawn to you. So clarity, carrot energy, Virgo energy coming through now. So you are someone with a lot of clarity of mind, clarity of purpose, that energy of no bullshit. Again, you know where you want to go, you know where you're headed, and you expect the same of other people as well. So you don't take kindly to indecision, is what this person thinks of you. Again, this could be inaccurate, but that is how they are perceiving you. They perceive you as a bit of a hardcore, intuitive person as well. Someone who likes truth to be spoken to their face, someone who likes honesty and likes things to be clear, and someone who is, again, a very hard worker, someone who likes work in general, maybe a bit of a workaholic. What did the hungry ghost? It could be that you're, attached to your work or attached to the process of working. That could just sort of land for some of you. And again, do be aware that this is your person's perception of you. It's not necessarily how spirit views you or how you truly see yourself or how you vibe with your own energy. This is just a point of perspective from your person. So a lot of clarity. You have a very clear mind. You have a good way of communicating with others in a very clear manner as well, with that clarity energy. We have courage, a time, beautiful. Again, Libra energy. You're someone who is, again, a very good communicator, someone who has a lot of courage, a ton of determination, resilience to get things done and to move yourself forward. Focus is here on the bottom of the deck with Sagittarius energy. Overall, someone with a ton of good focus. Again, that sort of arrow energy is present here. Also, the Sagittarius is quite literally represented by the arrow. So it's that strong arrow energy definitely strongly present in you. With the sword here, I'm tapping into that energy of the Ace of Swords. And it makes me feel like you are someone who is very direct, very truthful, again, very honest. What else? You know how to express difficult things in a simple way with clarity. You have a lot of courage to speak your mind and to stand up when you need to stand up for yourself or for someone else whenever you need to. You are very persevering as well, very determined. Sort of that power. There's a power to you. There's a thickness to you, in energetic terms. But there's also balance to you, because we do have two Libra energy. So there is a huge diplomatic factor to you as well here. You're very diplomatic as a person. You also get along with very different people, or you can get along with different people here as well. You like to be around things. You like things to be happening around you is what I'm getting here as well. You like things to be intense or adventurous in your day-to-day life is what I'm getting. You get bored easily as well, right? So overall, that is what I'm tapping into, my dears. Thank you so much for connecting with me, for sharing your beautiful energy up until this point. If you want to book a personal tarot reading, all the information is down below. My website, my email is down below in the description box. Make sure to check that out. And if you want more videos, check out Patreon as well. The link is down below. I have 2 tiers to offer, so make sure to check that out if you're interested in getting more personal with me. And with that being said, thank you so much for connecting again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share this video with someone that you love, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you for being here. See you all very, very soon. Bye.